Hello and welcome back to this week's weekly vlog. As you've gathered, we're at the garden centre. By the way, if you're new, my name's Dawn obviously, and I live in the Netherlands. I'm from the UK and the channel is a bit of vlogging and podcasting about crafty things. And welcome back to the OGs. Yeah, Lawrence, I think I mentioned it in last week's vlog. Lawrence had announced he wanted to buy a hedgehog food, but anyway, he wanted to wait for me to have a little stroll around the garden centre, and I think he wants bird food and hedgehog food. But yeah, we'll take a look. It's the smaller one that we come to a lot. Timing. Just pulled up outside the house and the ice cream van came. Got out. Flipping. Lawrence got the hedgehog food. I bought some more of these birds. Remember, I bought them months ago, and I only had enough to put on one of the fencing panels, so I'm going to put some more up. Lawrence is going to help me with that. It's really hot here. So I'm gonna sit outside in the sun with my ice cream. Well, as you've gathered, we're on the boat. I'm not naked. I've got my I've got a costume on. It's really hot here, and we've decided to just come out because we've not had a lot of opportunity to come out on the boat. And we were just talking to our boat neighbours. Actually, an ex-colleague of Lawrence stores his boat next to ours. And he actually said it was the first time this year they've used their boat. I mean, as you know, we've been looking used ours. I think it was in June, was it? Yeah, June we used our boat. But yeah, this is the first time in about a month we've been able to go on it. Last night was so much fun. We had a really good time on the beach. That place we was at was in a place called Noordwijk. I think I forgot to mention that. It's a bit expensive though, but it was one of these sort of trendy, hip sort of beach restaurants. Sorry, the boat going past. And yeah, the cocktails, Namalie and I think maybe you saw, we had porn star martinis, which were delicious, but 2 of them was €25. Oh my gosh, can you believe how expensive that is? But anyway, it was a little treat to ourselves, because yeah, it's not like we're getting out very often, is it, these days? But I think we were done there, I don't know, about 9:30ish or something. And then I think you would have seen we went for a little paddle on the foreshore, Namalie and I. And then we was toying with the idea of going for a drink somewhere. And at this point it was 10 o'clock, and I said, do you know what? I'm tired, I need to go home. So we went home. And then I got a message off Namalie about 30 minutes after we got home saying, I'm going to bed. So yeah, rock and roll. But yeah, it was really good, had a fun night. William's at home, he's got a new game, so he just wants to game. I'm not forcing him to come out because I don't know if I mentioned it in last week's vlog, that we're going to Texel, one of the Dutch islands. I can't remember if I mentioned it or not. Just a little mini break, 3-day break, taking Jack with us. And place we're going to is right on the beach, so it's going to be nice. The weather's not going to be as nice as this, but it's still going to be pleasant. And most importantly, no rain forecasted so far. Sorry, William's just giving me a chewing gum. There's Will. There's Lawrence. And Jack. There's Jack. So, sorry, I think you would have seen some footage. We're actually on the ferry going over to the Dutch island Texel. I'm going to be spending 3 days here. Little mini break. Today's not the best weather forecast, but it's a bit overcast, slight chance of rain, but it's still warm. It's very pleasant actually. Got a B&B, bed and breakfast, right by the famous lighthouse. Is a red lighthouse on Texel, so at the very far end of the island. It's not a very big island. I think you can drive around it in I don't know, half an hour, Lawrence. Quite tiny. The ferry trip was only 10 minutes, but yeah, so far so good. So of course, you know the drill, I'll take you with me whatever we do. Into the accommodation. So we've booked a B&B, but they're like self-contained little units, so quite thrilled with that. I'll swing you around, show you the view. Stunning view. We've given William the upstairs little flat because this is easy. Well, you'll know why in a minute, but it's easy for Jack if we stay in the ground floor little unit. So William actually has the sea view from his bedroom but we also have a sea view on the terrace. So I'll swing you around and we'll have a little room tour, and then I'll show you the view. Stunning. And then I'm gonna have to take a drive because of COVID. We don't get breakfast, which is we booked a B&B, which would have been served in the room anyway. There's a little table in here, so we're gonna have to pop out to the supermarket. It's no big deal. We'll just get some cereal and milk and some, I think there's coffee already here. So yeah, let's have a look. So, as you can see, doesn't get much better than this, guys. This is what the island's one of the most famous landmarks. We're actually on the far end of the island in this village is called Coxdorp. But well, you can hear the seagulls, and yeah, there's the sea, and literally where the lighthouse is the beach. And Elf, the lady who owns the property, has just informed us that, which is very unusual, Jack is allowed to go on the beach with no leash, because a lot of Dutch beaches during the summer season, peak season, you have to have the dog on a leash, or you can let them off after 7 PM at night. So we just expected that Jack would be on a leash, but she said no, he can roam the beach, and he's super friendly and he's not aggressive, so thrilled with that. William's upstairs in that room, so he gets a cracking view, and his room's a lot bigger than ours, and he's thrilled to bits with that. So yeah, anyway, we're gonna just unpack a few things, pop to the supermarket, and then I think we're going to head out to the beach for an hour or two. There's a light breeze, so maybe we can fly the kite. We brought our kite with us. What else explained to us is over there somewhere is a place that you can go on a boat trip and look at the sea lions, because there's a lot of sea lions in this area. So we might do that, I don't know, we'll see. Got lots of activities to do. So anyway, I'm going to find William, and then we're going to go buy some breakfast, and then we're going to go explore. Yeah. Well, it's a bit windy, so I hope you can hear me. I talk a bit louder, but I'm going to spin you around. British people in particular are always shocked when they see how nice the Dutch beaches are here. And do you know what, if you're looking for a holiday destination with, you know, great weather, okay, it's not south of France or, you know, the Mediterranean, but still we get really cracking summers. I'm going to spin you around and you can see this is a typical beach in the Netherlands. It's not one of the more commercial ones, there you get packed, but if you want to find a beach just like this, they're all over, you can easily find them. So feast your eyes on this. So bright, I hope you can see me. I'm squinting, just having a late breakfast. Lawrence was up at 6:30 walking Jack, and then he came up to bed and we all slept till about 9:30. Lawrence, was it? Yeah, so we're just having a really easy morning. I'm having cruising. William and Lawrence had frosties. The bed in the room is so comfortable that I didn't sleep well at all last night. I was just so restless. That's Lawrence putting on his deodorant for the day. But I'll spin you around so you can see my my breakfast view this morning. Sorry, I'm so rude, I'm eating. What we've decided to do this morning, it's been a hot day. It's hot already. I'm going to go into one of the little villages and just walk around and probably have a lunch there, and then we're going to spend the afternoon on the beach like we did yesterday, and then have a late dinner again. Ooh, it's like 8 o'clock before we had dinner last night, and that seems to work well because by 10 o'clock everything seems to be shut down, so but that's okay. Alright, I'm going to spin you around so you can see my view, and then let's have a wander around later. Stopped for lunch. Texel. Ordered another beer. I don't know where this is from.
This is this from this place here.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's Dutch. I assume it is.
Yeah.
Could be German, I don't know. So we've had a walk round Den Bosch, and William's bought himself a basketball and a new hat. I bought some more wool. I'll share all that stuff with you, either in the podcast or when I get home. As in home, as in where I live, not home as in holiday home. So we just ordered a beer, and then we're just waiting to order some food. And we've got a really nice spot overlooking the little square, quite pretty. And then after we've ate, we're going to go back to the little holiday home and pick up some swim stuff, and then we're going to spend the afternoon on the beach. Beautiful day here. How deep's your hole? Okay.
Out?
If you want to. Oh, look at your swim pants.
Oh, so you were cheating.
What? I was cheating. I got out.
Your legs are off then.
Oh, like that.
Now, you're gonna go and jump in the water to wet to get the sand off.
Okay.
You're gonna go do it in the hub. What? That's for me.
I will film you. Wave to everyone. Well, it's our last day. I think I would have inserted some footage of some sheep we drove past them all the time. I said, oh, I should film them because they're actually the Texel breed, which is what the island is famous for. We're in Den Bosch again because there's like a market on. We've just had a quick walk around. I think I might have filmed a little bit. Some handicrafts. It was nice, we didn't buy anything. So the weather's a bit iffy today. I love this house. I think I filmed it yesterday. It's really pretty. It's like a little courtyard. The weather's not as good today, so I think it's actually warmer and hotter and drier where we live. But which is good because we've still got a few more days left of our 1 week staycation. So I think we're going to look for somewhere to get a coffee. I don't know if we want lunch or not. I think it's about 12ish now. And then contemplate the day. We might just get the ferry and head over back to the mainland, we'll see. Jack's got a little cut on his foot, so he's not too happy to be walking around too far. I think maybe off a shell yesterday. So yeah, let's see what the day brings. Just stopped at a bakery. We've got a table on the terrace. My gosh, I'm looking at the camera. Oh, I look knackered, don't I? I've not slept properly for days. The beds were really comfortable, but I don't know, I just kept waking up every hour on the hour, so I'm pretty exhausted actually. Jack's sort of walking a bit better now. Yes, he's all happy. So we've stopped here. I've ordered Aardbeien Schel. I think it's like strawberry shell, I don't know what that is, and a latte macchiato. So I'll show you what we've got when Lawrence and William come back with it. Going to Texel, the rules were that you didn't have to wear masks. And yeah, as soon as we get out of the car, we go straight up to the deck, you know, sit outside. And now you have to wear masks. And they had people going around checking. So the rules must have changed since we've been away. Gosh, how quick things change. I didn't even think to check. So it'll be interesting to check the news when I get home. William's happy he's got Haribo. And he's got a new hat. Cool. Okay, well, we're about to dock. I think we're all tired. And the car's very warm. And poor Jack is just finished. I don't think he's walked so much ever. I think he's knackered, he'll sleep for a week. So anyway, see how Jack's does when we get home. Oh my gosh, it is way hotter here than it is there. And I think the next few days are hotting up. I've just took the cover off the sofa. I think it's been about 6 weeks since we've uncovered the sofa. So I've uncovered it, given it a back down, and put the parasol up. We stopped at this really cute little chocolatier. Everything's handmade in the shop. All different little chockies for the neighbour. I don't know what they are. She just did a mix. To say thanks for looking after Dexter, and then that's for her husband. It's like a sample set of Texel bit. Apparently the guy in the shop said that these are only beers that you can actually buy on the island, because some of them you can buy throughout Holland. And then I treated myself to a few bottles of this Skiller Vit. Oh no, it's got the lighthouse on it where we stayed. Again, only to be bought on Texel. This is one of these cloudy blonde beers, like a white beer. I think it's because they're made from wheat as opposed to hops. Oh my gosh, on a hot day, freezing cold one of these are delicious. I can't remember if I mentioned this, but when we went to Texel last year, sorry, don't like noises. When we went to Texel last year for the day, I stopped in a shop. Hold on a second. Okay, Lawrence didn't register that I was trying to film and I was competing with myself, and now somebody's doing DIY. Okay, it's normal TV, guys, or TV, YouTube. Okay, try again. When we went to Texel for the day last year, I stopped in two shops. De Witt Engel, the White Angel, who's quite famous for like everything related to felting and also spinning. So basically the wool from the island, but not just from the island, from the Texel breed, because they've got their own breed of sheep. So I popped into there, so I'll show you what I did buy from there. Bit of rustling, sorry. Oops. So here's a little bag, and she included a little bit of a fleece on it. My gosh, it is so soft. She has got a web shop. She doesn't sell the wool, like the yarn in the web shop, but she sells everything else. So I did treat myself to some yarn. I think this might be, yeah, it's German. Just some sock wool, because I thought this would be nice for making patterned socks. Yes, very woolly. Yeah, it's definitely German. 4-ply tweed. Oh, it's a tweed. There you go. And then this is actual, this is Texel sheep's wool. So it's like biological, organically dyed, I think. Nice red. So I thought, oh, this would be nice for a red Christmas make. And then it tells you what the area where the sheep's from. So the sheep is from Den Hoorn. Hand wash, no dry, etc, etc. 100 gram, 240 metre. Doesn't say what, I think it's a sock wool, it's quite thick. Anyway, that's the little breed, you can see with the little black nose. And then I bought some felt. So this is made from the Texel's wool. I think, oh, I only bought 3. I thought I bought 4 pieces of this. Yes, I did. 4 pieces of felt. Because, if you're not a crafty, sorry about this. My sister Estelle has got me the lunar lapping book. So I thought, while I'm at Texel, I'm just going to get some felt to make my own lunar. Quite excited about that. Oh my gosh, it smells like a sheep as well. Oh, love it. And then the other thing is, I'll do a more in-depth chit-chat about this in the podcast. Oh no, it's not open, I can't show you. No, I'm not going to open it. This is from Craft Pod. This is an embroidery set. So anyway, I'll talk about all this stuff in depth on the podcast, because not everybody who's watching is into crafty stuff. The really, really nice thing is, the lady in the shop remembered me from last year. I was so surprised. She said, oh, you're the lady who bought the wool, the Texel wool that wasn't from the Texel sheep. So I said, yes, that was me. And yeah, I had a good chat with her. She was so helpful. So I'll put a link into her website. As I said, she's not, she doesn't sell the yarn, like the knitting yarn on the website, but she sells everything related to felting. And then the other place I went to, which I've been to last year as well, and then I bought the wool from sheep from Texel, but not the Texel breed. Sassy's, I think her name is. She was sick, so I didn't meet her this time. But this is for, I've got quite a few of these, for hand dyeing. Oh my god, it is so soft. So I think this would have been spun locally on the island. So a lot of the ladies do spin. My gosh, so I treated myself to that, and then I've been fancying trying this Stardust for a while. So I just bought 1 ball of this Sapier's Stardust. It's got this stellina in it. I've got a nice skein of like a wool silk mix. I thought, that might look nice in a cowl or a hat. Anyway, we'll see. I'll talk about all this more in the podcast. Right. Lawrence and William's bikes were at the repair shop. They're ready, so I think they're going to pick up their bikes. We need to discuss what to do for dinner, because obviously I haven't got any food in. So that's a discussion in itself. And then we have to go to the neighbours, or Lawrence will, and give the gifts. Daxter is thrilled to see us, if nothing else, for feeding. Sorry, I forgot to show you this. William, do you want to pronounce this for everybody?
Oh yeah. Juttertje.
No, in Dutch.
Nee, juttertje.
Juttertje, is it?
Yeah, juttertje.
Juttertje. Oh yeah, 'cause it's got the TJE in it. Okay. That's Lawrence's, although I like it. That's like that liqueur that we had. It's a little bit like a licorice flavour.
Oh,
yeah, you have it like a little...
Would that go with this coffee?
Yeah, like a shot. And they're typically... So this, the Juttertje, is only made in Texel. And it's like a liqueur. It's a little bit like a licorice flavour, or like a cough syrup flavour. It's absolutely delicious, but yeah, it's 30% volume in alcohol because it blows your socks off. Typically, they sold in these earthenware bottles, and you can get them huge. Lawrence liked the pop top. There's Daxter. Hello. Do you want some Juttertje? He's purring. I don't think he can smell what's in it. It's nice for like an after dinner little shot with your coffee. It's delicious. It's really, really good. Interesting fact, along the Thames, they often if you know what a mudlark is, the mudlarkers often find these earthenware liquid like drinks vessels from hundreds and hundreds of years ago, typically from Germany. So it's not really changed, the tradition. of what they've been keeping this liquor in. Yutacha. Really delicious. If you ever get a chance to try this, you can buy a variation of this liqueur in Holland in general, but Yutacha is really from Texel. So that's Lawrence's little treat to himself. Just at the bike shop, I've had my seat adjusted because I'm a shorty. But he said sorry. Yeah, the saddle, the pole that was on the saddle had a spring in it, so I couldn't adjust it any lower. So I've just swapped the pole. Could do it there and then. That was handy. And I was going to film us going on a little bike ride, but my stand that I use for the bike, it's just wonky. It keeps wobbling, so I can't do that. But absolutely thrilled to bits with that bike. Love it. And the guy who owns the bike shop said, told him the price. And he was like, whoa, that's a really good price. I said, yeah, I know. But he just well out of us. William and Lawrence's bikes were both here for repairs while we were on our mini break. Last night I slept like a baby. Oh my gosh, I was in a coma. I think we got up about 9ish, and poor Jack. Oh, Lawrence tried to walk him last night and he was having none of it. I think every bone in his body is hurting him, bless him. And even this morning he went out for a short walk, did his business, and he's just flaked out. He's gone. He's not an old dog either, but yeah, he's not used to. I mean, he was literally on the go from first in the morning till last thing at night, and he was like running up and down dunes, and I mean, he's had like a great time, but my gosh, he's not used to that, bless him. So anyway, we are going to go on a little cycle, just get some fresh air, and then we're going to pop to the supermarket and pick up some bits because we didn't do our big shop this week. If we could take a look at the Archimedes screw. So when this is working, actually this is the windmill. When I go to the physio, that's the windmill, and it's dates from 1742, and it's basically pumping water from the lower level up to the dike to the higher level.
4 meters up.
Yeah, 4 meters up apparently. Thank you, Lawrence. I don't know why Lawrence isn't explaining this to you. He's got a far better understanding of it than I am. So now we're just going to get back on the bikes. It's gorgeous today. It was a bit cloudy this morning, but it's not like too hot. It's not like hot. But we're going to hop back on the bikes and take a slow cycle down to the supermarket. And there's a beautiful pear tree where I've parked my bike. And we'll have a look. Oh my gosh, it's going to have a load of fruit on it. Wonder what kind it is. The craft room is like an oven. I've just come upstairs to download the footage of this week's vlog that you'll have watched, hopefully. and I realised that it's really, really long, and I still have to edit it, which is quite a few hours work. So even though I'm finishing a little bit earlier in the week than I usually do, I think yeah, well done if you've made it this far. And if anything exciting happens between now and the end of next week's vlog, then that footage will be in next week's vlog. So I think I'll just wrap it up here and say thanks again for joining. And if you're new, welcome. I think I've had a few shout outs this week, and some of you might be here from Jeanette's channel. You would have seen Jeanette and I did a little film together about the Enchanted Forest Mile that we're running together on Instagram. That was so much fun. So watch this space for more chit chats with Jeanette and I in the future. And yeah, I've had a few shout outs from other channels, of which are my friends. So thank you, friends, for sharing the love with me. And if you're one of my OGs, I hope you enjoyed our second trip to Texel. If you remember, last year we went for a day trip, so this was great. I'm so glad we had the opportunity to go back and have a little mini break there. Poor Jack is still struggling to walk. I think it was just way too much for him. I thought we was unfit, but my gosh, the dog's really unfit. So yeah, COVID's not been kind to him either. Sorry, I'm shaking the camera. Yeah, so I'll wrap up, and then tomorrow got physio, and then I'm having my second vaccination tomorrow, so I'll update you all on how that goes next week. In the meantime, stay safe, and thanks again for joining me, and I will see you in the next upload. Bye.